Sam Mack's in Melbourne. He's for Groundhog Day, the musical.
Yeah, good morning, team. Finally, a musical about a TV weatherman. This is very exciting. Look, the snow's even falling here. We're at the Princess Theatre. Now, this is going to be an amazing show. It's only on until the 20th of April, so a pretty short run. You've got to make sure you get in, get your tickets fast. Of course, we all know the classic Bill Murray movie. It's an absolute beauty. We'll talk more about the show, tell you all the details after we check your weather. So the show has already been on Broadway. It's featured in London, and now here it is. The only place you can see it in Australia is at the Princess Theatre, beautiful Melbourne. The music is by Tim Minchin as well, the iconic Tim Minchin. So this show is going to be incredible. We're excited this morning to take you inside. We're going to meet the cast. We're going to get some little snippets of it. A big morning ahead with Groundhog Day, the musical in Melbourne, guys.
Can't wait to meet Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, this should be good. Thank you,
eventually, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. Again. And again and again.
Get today's weather. Sam Mack's in Melbourne, Sam Mack's in Melbourne, Sam Mack's in Melbourne for Groundhog Day, the musical.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Shervo. It's on at the Princess Theatre. We have some of the cast here joining us, Connor, Jacob, Madison and Rachel. Good morning, friends. How are we all?
Good morning, great. Doing great.
This show is only on in Melbourne. It's already been on Broadway. It's been on in London. And let's learn a bit about the show. Of course, most people watching know the classic Bill Murray movie, Groundhog Day, but let's hear about the show. Tell us all about it.
Absolutely. So you've got the 1993 movie, which has been rewritten with Tim Minchin, who is a lyricist. So if you like the comedic wit of Tim Minchin, and you're going to come in Act 1 and very cerebrally think about concepts that you might not have considered before, and you will leave a changed person.
I love it.
It's a great musical if you love musicals, but it's also a great musical if you don't come to a lot of musicals.
Oh, like a first-time entry musical.
Of course.
We have amazing choreography by Lizzie G, and there's a number with a lot of illusions by Paul Keeves.
Okay. It's just a beautiful love letter to being kind. And like in the movie, I don't know if you remember, Sam, Bill Murray plays a weatherman, so there's a lot of weather in the show. We may have put in some real weather elements on stage.
Yeah, we've already seen the snow. It's okay, it's not a surprise. But which is amazing, but there's more than just snow. In a moment, we're going to see a little performance from our wonderful team here, but first we'll do a quick check of your weather. Guys.
5, 6, 7, 8. Who is that? Who is that? Emerging from his far off. Who can see today what we won't see until tomorrow?
Oh my God.
Nice weather with Sam Mack.
This is like all of my dreams coming true. Finally, a musical about a TV weatherman. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the recognition. We'll be back with more in half an hour. Well done, team.
No, you don't get the acknowledgement you need. We've always said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He's always said that.
Yeah, exactly. Sam Mack is in Melbourne for Groundhog Day, the musical.
We sure are. Good morning, Nat. It is on right now at the Princess Theatre. You can only see it in Melbourne. It's already been on in places like Broadway. We're talking about London shows, but it's on here in Australia now. The music of Tim Minchin, huge show, 22 cast members. We're joined by two of them right now, Andrew and Grant. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning, viewers.
Morning. How are you?
This is a very significant place. As a TV weatherman, I can relate to the significance of Gobbler's Knob. Please share with those who might not remember, where is Gobbler's Knob? Why is it important?
Gobbler's Knob is very important. It's in Punxsutawney in West Pennsylvania, and this is where the Groundhog Day ceremony is conducted on the 2nd of February every year.
And what happens in that ceremony?
Well, this is the time when we are told by our weatherman, Punxsutawney Phil, whether we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter or 6 weeks of spring.
All right, and we're going to experience that in just a moment, but first we'll do a check of your weather. Phil is available to get our weather report this morning.
Absolutely. I think we should start a little ceremony to get him going there.
I think let's try and wake him up for you, shall we, Sam?
Punxsutawney Phil.
This is bringing back memories.
He's in there.
He is. Here he is.
There he is. Did he see his shadow?
And he'll let us know whether there'll be an early spring or a late winter.
Did he see his shadow?
I think he might have, actually. I think he might have.
How did you tell?
Or did he? No, he
Well,
didn't.
Yeah.
you'll have to come to the show to find out.
You can't do that to us, guys. This is a weather report. This is Phil's moment.
No, I think it's important that you come down to the Princess Theatre and come and watch our show.
Tease. You're such a tease, Phil. But finally, a musical about a TV weatherman. Isn't that right, guys?
It sure is, and it's full of great comedy and a lot of of heart. Don't miss
Oh,
it.
just
Much like my weather
ours.
segments.
Yeah.
I think my job is safe. He's not really intimidating me with his weather knowledge this morning. We're going to be back with more in half an hour, guys.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Well, let's get today's weather. Sam Mack is in Melbourne for Groundhog Day, the musical.
We sure are. Good morning, Shervo. And this is the only place you can see it in Australia. It's been on for about a month or so. It runs through to the 20th of April. Of course, we all know the classic Bill Murray movie. It's been adapted to a musical format here at the wonderful Princess Theatre in Melbourne. Get out there and see it. As I mentioned before, Tim Minchin has put together all of the music as well. So an incredible show. We'll have more in a moment, but let's do a check of your weather around Australia. We're going to take you back inside and meet some of the stars of the show very soon, including the weatherman himself. And you know what? Finally, a musical about a TV weatherman. It is happening. It's very exciting. But for now, back to you, Shervo.
Oh, there you go, Sam.
Mac is in Melbourne today, and it feels like Groundhog Day.
It sure does, Nat. We are here at the wonderful Princess Theatre because Groundhog Day, the musical, is on right now. It's on through to the 20th of April, and we're now welcoming the star of the show, Andy Carl, who plays Phil. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Phil,
Welcome to Where the
Phil
Magic
Rice.
Just two weathermen hanging out. Great to see you. Congratulations
Thank
on the
you so
show.
much. Thank you.
So you are the Bill Murray. We've all seen the movie. You're playing that role.
I'm
and
playing, yeah.
this is where it all happens. Look, it's set on 6 o'clock because that's when the alarm goes off every morning.
Yes, this is where I do many bad things to that clock because it goes off all the time. It's one of my favorite things in the show is this bedroom. This is where we start. This is where I end up a lot of the show in bed. So, you know, it's a comfort show.
It's a tiny bed. Why is it so tiny? Is that a child's bed?
It could be a child's bed. It's certainly it's a theater-sized, full-size bed, which means it's just small and not very comfy.
We're going to talk more about this. A massive show, 22 performers. There's live music in the show. It's on at the Princess Theatre, but let's do your weather first. It's a little bit intimidating doing the weather forecast in front of a weatherman.
Oh, no, you're all about it. You're covering the Melbourne weather, which changes every 3 seconds. So your job is pretty amazing.
Now, Bill Murray himself has seen the show. Tell us about that. That must have been a really special experience.
Oh, yeah. So back in 2016, when we first did this show, so we did this on Broadway, Bill Murray came to see the show, the wonderful Bill Murray. Yeah. And he's so wonderful. He's such a good jokester that he showed up the second day sitting in the same seat. He did his own Groundhog joke inside of a Groundhog Day.
He is the master of the Groundhog Day joke. No one can out Groundhog Day Bill Murray.
classic.
No, I'm trying. I've done the show for a long time, but I truly love it. I truly love bringing the show to Melbourne, and we're having a good time.
And finally, a musical about a TV weatherman.
Yeah, I know. Maybe,
Really exciting.
Are you looking for a job?
Always in this industry. Congratulations, Andy Carl playing Phil. Come and see the show, guys. It is on now at the Princess Theatre.
Okay, you need to up your wardrobe. He's looking very impressive for a weather guy.
Very sharp, isn't he? Bit of a
Yeah.
Jason Bateman energy going on. It's
I
working
know.
for you. Well
Impressive.
done.
It's a good
Very
compliment.
jealous of this.
This look. Thank you, Sam. Well,
Weather, Sam Mack's in Melbourne for Groundhog Day, the musical. This looks awesome, but it's very close to your heart, isn't it?
It is, that's right, Shervo. Of course, following the triumphs and tribulations of a TV weatherman,
Yes.
and 1,600 people can fit into this theatre, the beautiful Princess Theatre. Music composed and written by Tim Minchin, 22 performers, live music in the show, and in a moment we're going to see a little snippet. They're standing by, ready to go, but first we'll do your weather. Let's get a little taste of the action. This is Small Town, USA. And the crowd, of course, will go wild at that point. At Gobbler's Knob, it is all there
Gobbler's
in
Knob.
readiness. The
Love
show,
saying
yeah, that's actually the
it.
town.
Sounds more
The
Aussie.
show is on right now, and you know what, guys? Finally, it's a musical about a TV weatherman. Well done. Thank you.
I
Thank
know,
you.
you're very excited, and we are too for you. Thank you, Sam. Now, Sam Mack is in Melbourne for Groundhog Day, the music. That's real life.
Yeah, it sure is. Good morning, Nat. It's on right now at the Princess Theatre, and it's a big, big, big show. Live music in the show. The music written and composed by the great Tim Minchin. So definitely put it onto your list if you're in Melbourne, or if you're coming to Melbourne for a weekend, come and see the show. It's only Monday nights that they don't do the show, but a big thank you to the cast for having us this morning. As you can see, we've got all of the weather happening on the screens over there. There's weather that happens in the theatre when you see the show. Lots of live performances and songs. You'll absolutely love it. Of course, if you know in the movie, the weatherman ends up with a producer. He's romantically linked to his producer. Just assuring you that won't be happening in this weather scenario. That's my producer. No offence, I mean, he's a great producer, but it's just not that kind of, I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? That wink really just says it all. Thank you to the human emoji for his amazing, let's keep it professional, thanks. Let's see your weather. We're about to head to Tassie, team. Looking forward to getting back to Tasmania. We're going to fly into Hobart, but then drive about an hour south to Cygnet. We've been invited to a beautiful little town of around 5,000 people called Cygnet, and we can't wait to show it off tomorrow. It's in the Huon Valley, stunning part of Tasmania, so that will be us live for tomorrow's show. We are back in Tassie. But reminder, come and see the show. Around 1,600 people can fit into this beautiful theatre. You will love the show. They're a really fun cast as well. We love getting to know them this morning. And, you know, guys, finally, it's a musical about a TV weatherman, which is very exciting.
Finally.
Sounds great,
We've been waiting for it, haven't we? Yeah.
Really good.
This thing on.
Tomorrow's
Yeah, no, it's on. We can hear you.
Yeah.